Hey guys! It's live. I almost had a leaf blower. They were approaching just as it was getting, the countdown was coming down, and they're not here. So it's very quiet. I'm sure that will change. Still got the goodies going strong. They were kind of being not staying put in travel, of course, but we've fixed that. Now we've got them packing it with cushion up here. So they're still available, you guys, all the different combinations. If you haven't had a chance, check out our travel size goodies. Yes, definitely do. Goodfacestuff.com. Hey guys, who's here? Welcome. I hope you guys are researching NMN and NR. I know that was a little, it's confusing which one's better, and I know people are taking a gram of NMN. I would like to try that, even though I really like that Thorn brand that I did a video on last week. I would try a gram of NMN, definitely. I have to figure out where there's a whole gram of NMN. I mean, I have a 250 gram NMN. Hi, Rachel! Yay! And I'm sure there's a few other brands. As far as I know, somebody was saying that they're taking David Sinclair's brand, but I know he's also not able to endorse any brands. He doesn't want to endorse any brands. So maybe brands are kind of making it look like he's endorsing it. And I'm halfway done through his book. The, thank you for facelifting tips. You're welcome, Tina. And we're going to do another facial exercise video this week. Some new ones, probably for the jowls, because YouTube loves that, which apparently people are loving it. So I'm going to make another one with an updated, other exercises for the jowl region. Yes. And yeah, I'm not going to hold this here the whole time. Hi, Seema! Thanks for joining. So if you guys are taking NMN, that was the video subject last week, do tell the brands that you're into. I was going to look, I keep making a note to myself to see if Thorn starts producing or selling NMN, then we'll know. Okay, so I want to try that. I keep meaning to see if they do. But right now, as far as I know, they just do NR, because that's where all the research is going. So it's confusing. Why is David Sinclair doing NMN then? And all the there's a lot of he's hinting in a lot of interviews that there's another molecule they're developing that might turn on your sirtuins, which is that anti-aging gene, even more than NM or NMR, that might be an NAD precursor, even better than resveratrol, transresveratrol, all of it. So, looking forward to that. Hope you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm yammering on about the same stuff I was talking about last week. And so, hopefully, I don't sound crazy and weird. But it's fine if I do. Does anyone else have any subjects we should discuss? And as far as I've been, okay, there's very interesting discussions under the video last week about the anti-aging pill, the reverse aging pill, in fact. That's what I'm talking about. The NR, nicotinamide riboside, NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, and the transresveratrol. It's interesting just with the comments, different people are having different experiences, mainly energy, it seems like. And that was my experience the very first time. Do I have a new product coming out very soon, you guys? I'm supposed to be hush-hush about it. I mean, you probably can guess what it is, especially by looking at my face. But I'm about aqua stamps. Aqua stamps. You know what? I have one of those, and I mean to try it. I know that, what's her name has one that she does the derma stamps. God, what's her name? She's the dolphin. I totally blanked her name right now. But I have not tried them. And I do have one. I've been meaning to try it. It's a little scary. But I'm going to try it. So have you, I don't know about them. So I have no idea. I haven't tried it yet. It seems a little extreme, but maybe it's not. Aqua stamp. I know people are doing like Botox, facials with like basically a derma stamp with like a very superficial Botox, which seems like, whoa, that'll be maybe a little much, but yeah. So I haven't tried Dermastamp. I have one, and I will try it. For the breast, oh yeah. Well, you'll be sorely disappointed. Sorry, I'm not a very booby person. I don't think. NMN. Rachel, yes. I love those emojis. I love emojis. Yes, as you guys could probably tell, a lot of emojis. Yes, agreed. So what should we talk about? NMN or boobs? Just kidding. Lines driving me crazy. So I was thinking of aqua stamping. Yes. Well, I mean, you're doing the facial exercises, I hope. I mean, you could try it. I think definitely derma stamping there might work, might help. But I think really, I'm really impressed with my microcurrent device. And I'm feeling like, I mean, it feels like I'm getting Botox. I don't know what Botox really looks like. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, my forehead feels so smooth. I mean, it doesn't when I'm expressing my face. Maybe. Might have been a little more. I like that. But I'm really into those derma stamps. How do you feel about getting fillers on the face? Yeah, you think Claire Blend's on the face? I feel so too. I feel like I feel just more. Do I think it's safe? Fillers? Some people really, I mean, I think I've seen tasteful fillers. And some people are like, don't do it. You'll get addicted to it. It was so obvious in the, oh, thank you. Well, thanks. I really feel like my forehead feels more smooth. Like this line is less annoying and pronounced. And my cheeks feel fuller, so that's for the marionette lines, filling up the cheeks here so these will spread. So I think you might want to check out a microcurrent device. Maybe get a cheap one, and maybe it'll work pretty good. But I really like my Claire Blend Mini. And I'm doing it right here, and I'm feeling bondo. Oh, really? Just glue your cheeks open. I mean, I know there are some like spackle that you put around your eyes and stuff, but fillers, I don't think they're bad. I don't think I mean, your body will absorb it eventually, but I don't think that's bad. Last video 3 months ago, big difference. Oh yeah, well good. Yeah, I like it. Claire Blend Mini. I love my Claire Blend Mini. So I've been putting it right here most consistently and just like wet my face, like my lip. I do feel like it's plumping up my upper lip. Because when I say like a no upper lip, I feel like it's hereditary. But I feel like it's plumping up and it's like as big as the bottom lip a little bit more. But not like I have fillers. But I've been liking it. Yeah, my cheeks. Is Claire Blend better? Well, the new face, unless you have the prong adapter thing, which is just more expensive than the Claire Blend if you have the prong, I think. Because what I like about the Claire Blend Mini is that I can fit it close in to my eye, and the new face is just like the balls are too big, unless you have that adapter thing. So if you have the adapter thing, apparently it's the same similar current. I just went with the Claire Blend because it seemed more reputable to me. But if you have a device already, it's micro blend. I don't think you necessarily have to just be consistent with that, and then maybe that's good enough. I don't know if you have to buy a whole new one. Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's plumping my lips. I feel like my cheeks are more firm, and I don't know, I feel like more face evenness, and this has definitely gone down. I feel like my line here. Yes, Seema, totally. Yeah, for the marionette lines, just work the cheek, pull up, hook it in there and hold. Just do it all the time. I have the Silken Titan. Good, but takes forever. Silken Titan. I've never heard of that one. I do. See, I'm married. I left my kids strapped to a baby changing station for 2 hours, but okay. That's crazy. That's real crazy. Back to facial stuff. Clearly I don't have my moderator here, and nothing too wild's happened so far, so I'll let it slide. But yeah, plump up your lips, plump up your cheeks, microcurrent device, and maybe the derm. I mean, I want to check my aqua stamp out and see if I like it any better. Agreed. And yeah, there's another really cool device. This Korean one that if you guys are what's her name? Damn it! Are paying attention to, what is her name with the Clear Blend Mini? You guys, Christina. Do you think you'll ever try fillers? Oh, fillers. Back to the fillers. Maybe. I'm not like, I don't want to, I want to do it in natural ways. I don't want to look, I want to look natural. I don't think I'm against it. Like, oh no, don't do it. Like a lot of people are like very against it. And I liked what someone mentioned last video was like, she was begging her dermatologist to get her one, and the derm was like, no, don't do it, because you can't stop doing it once you start. Which I was like, I wonder if that's because you get addicted to it. Thank you. This is like my house fit. I just wear it around the house. Thank you very much. The dermatologist was saying, like, I don't start because then you can't stop. And I wondered if it's because then, if you stop, you're suddenly going to look different. Yes! MSM. I like it. It's good for you. Well, thank you for taking my recommendations and try and recommend good stuff. But yeah, I'm not against it, Rachel. I don't think you'll be a bad, or you won't be into non-toxic if you try fillers. Just try and get a reputable person, because there's definitely botched jobs. Like you've seen crazy horror stories where people get like infections and their faces eaten. I mean, but also it won't last forever. Then you maybe keep going. You have to keep doing it, I guess. And then, I don't know, at some point maybe your skin looks funny or something. I don't know. I think you can tastefully do it and do. I'm not sure though. I have no idea what I'm talking about because I've never done it. But it seems like people can just do a little bit here and there and na, and it's not the end of the world. They don't look too different. They don't get too addicted to it. So try it if you want. I think it's to each his own. Yeah. I mean, the sallows under the eyes, I think people get it there, just like a little bit under the lip. Same places I've been trying to work with my microblend, and I think it's to great effect. But I think you can tastefully do it. Marionette lines, I think that's something that, like, plastic surgeons, you can't really do plastic surgery for those. Like, what they would recommend is fillers. Like, that's what I can see that for fillers. If you really hate your marionette lines, you might want to try fillers if nothing else is working, because that's an area where that's, in terms of surgical or injectable stuff, that's the best thing for that area. What is her name? Christine Bayer. That's where I got my Clear Blend Mini. So she's got a new device, and I'm very curious about this Korean. It's supposed to be very firming. It's $700, which I'm like, oh, maybe I'll save up for it. But it's got like the LED lights. Another thing I'm trying again, I do have the LED lights and the far infrared. I have like an old panel, 2 panels that I got 8 years ago, maybe. So they're not as dense, but I mean, I have it. So I've been trying that. I've tried it like 3 times, but I'm trying to be more consistent with that and see if I see any difference. I still have, for some reason, melasma right along my indentation, like where my expression lines. There's just a little bit, right? It's really weird. It like concentrates where there's movement on my forehead. And that's weird. I'm like, why is it where it's concentrated? I don't know. But I would like, so I'm kind of putting it on my forehead. I've done it 3 times, but I'm trying to be a little more consistent, see what happens. How much MSM do you take? I've been trying it for a year and have seen no difference. Yes. What do you do for lip plumping? I've been doing the Clear Blend Mini. Took my to the park, and when he got home. Okay. For lip plumping, I've been doing my Clear Blend Mini, like a spray of water, and I've just been going like this. Like it has the 2 prongs, and so I've just been doing that for like 5 minutes. I've done that for like a few weeks. Hey! But even after like 5 times of doing that, I feel like it was more plumping. And facial exercise is always, there's facial exercises, you pull your lips back, and you do the smithing, That's my favorite thing for lip it's like a full face because gets these up, right? And then you just hold these down, but your lips really plump with that. Like some people do that exercise going like this, the O, but I don't like that as much as when you pull the lips back around your teeth. Somehow it really plumps your lips. Teeth in a cup of water and do it twice a day. Interesting. Do the facial exercise with real time, like you want, rather than sped up. Okay. Like here we are, go through it. Okay. I guess I do that because I feel like, uh-oh, I'm taking too long. But you want, I guess you could do sped up, right? Whoever's feeling bored. You guys know you can speed up and change. Okay, Masuma, sorry. Okay, you want real time. Thank you for that. Hello, Silvana. XO. Okay, I'll take that and I'll do it real time. Thank you, Masuma. Should I do an ASMR video? Like, ooh. And now we're... I think those are kind of funny, but they're real popular, aren't they? Okay, so we'll do real time. That's a good note. I guess that makes sense, because then you're going to be, you know, that makes sense. If you want to follow along, then you want to have the real reps. Okay, will do. Yeah, guys. So that's it. So if anybody else has any NMN recommendations, look up. Okay. Great. Well, thank you. And I shall do that. Oh, Snuggles! That was a love bubble. Yes, thank you, Teresa. Does anyone have NMN? Everybody who's been like, oh, you gotta take a gram of NMN. I'm always wondering, what brands are people taking? There's one that I bought, NMN, from Tree. Man, I wish I could remember. Amazon. I want to look at it. It was an Amazon brand, and it's got a tree on it. Does that help? What's the brand? If you guys have any brand recommendations for NMN, please tell, because, you know, this is like my favorite anti-aging experience right now. What is it? There's sublingual NMN, which I've been taking. It's kind of sweet, and I don't really like it, but there's one that I've started taking. You want to make sure it's not nicotinamide. You want to make sure it's nicotinamide mononucleotide. Oh, here it is. Whew. Nicotinamide, not mononucleotide. I can tell if MSM or bamboo extract is helping your hair to grow. Well, Patricia, your hair would grow more. Patricia, are you vegetarian? If you are, keep taking, well, if you're not, I highly recommend trying the Hydrolyzed Collagen, also brand, and taking that. I think you might have some more quick noticeable results. But that's how you could tell, is that you feel like your hair's growing. I mean, if you're not seeing results, maybe you should try some other stuff. Biotin. I mean, you're trying the derma rolling, I think, right, Patricia? I think around the hairline. That makes sense that would start stimulating. Maybe if you have a LED or a far infrared, you can try around there too with the little panel. Double wood supplements. Double wood. It's got a tree, and that's the 250 milligram nicotinamide mononucleotide. It's $42, but you get 60 capsules. So I guess people are just taking 4 caps a day. And I don't know, there's probably some cheaper brands, but that was the one I was trying. I have no idea if it's working, but it seems like a pretty good brand. Tips to get rid of redness around the nose. Renzo. Redness, like it's kind of, if you're kind of chapped, like kind of, I would try honey. Just honey to kind of butt and flush. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. I would try, if it's like irritated skin and stuff, I would try just honey mask. Just smear honey on for red irritated skin. You probably have that in your kitchen. I really like Manuka honey I don't think you necessarily have to do manuka honey. If it's red, like broken capillaries, I don't know, I think ice. Checking out ice. I have a little ice roller. Inflammation internally, you know, check out the MNN, NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, and these transresveratrol stuff. I feel like maybe I'm feeling a little less, you know, redness. Like I really like spicy foods and stuff, and I feel like maybe I'm experiencing less heat when I'm doing that. Dry skin, honey, Renzo, put some honey on right now. How do you use a lucid mist, darling? Well, you could spray it on, you know, like a toner. If you want to spot treat, like dark spots, you can just put a little bit there. You don't have to spray because it'll go fast. You could just spot treat, and then I put a few drops of lucid or your facial oil. So you put it before your moisturizer, after cleansing. Basically, when you would do a toner or an essence, right? You could do it, you know, like I just did. I have a little bit of shimmers on, and I just put it over that. But then it won't, you know, last very, very far. But you could just put it on your spot on your dark areas, if that's what you're using for. Because this has niacinamide, N-acetylglucosamine, white licorice, alpha-arbutin. That's the main larger ingredients, the hero ingredients in here that are all brightening. And niacinamide, N-acetylglucosamine augments the effects of niacinamide. And this is the sweets one. So sweets has more hydration, sodium PCA. It's the same formula, the same brightening ingredients, but it has more humectants as well in it. Does that answer your question? I hope so, Patricia. Also, what's good to help the marks from old acne spots, etc.? Well, if you're not active acneing anymore, I would try derma rolling. Get a little derma stamp. I really like the one from Banish because it's gold, and that's my first. You can definitely get cheaper derma stamps. I like derma stamps better than derma rolling because it feels like it hurts less. It's easier for me to use. I'm more likely to use it. But that will, you know, create the little micro wounds in the dark spots, you know, that are this healing response, and it'll create more, you know, collagen and healing, increase the metabolism of the little dark wound spots. So I'll definitely do that, and then do like some sort of, ideally an oil soluble vitamin C, I think, because it penetrates deep down into the dermis, but some sort of brightening stuff afterwards. Like niacinamide is a good brightening, it's good anti-acne as well. But I really like Tetra C because it's not stinging either, and that's why we have it in our Lux. But you can do another vitamin C serum, like I know that. Yes, Patricia. So it's moist, you know, put a little bit of few drops and then pat it on your skin. You're welcome, Renzo. Yeah. Derma stamps. You can get cheaper derma stamps online. You don't have to get very expensive gold-plated ones. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. I'm a little late to the answer. Brand True Nitrogen is that, I think, well noisy. Oh, yes. Oops, I have a question about the toner. Can you put that again? True Niagen. Yeah, that's like a big brand. There's so many other brands though. That's like very expensive, and like the original. Maybe it's good. You know what? They have NMN powders now. Maybe people are just scooping. That's a great idea. And Niagen has a powder, but so does. Ooh, here you go. There's a few different companies that have like a powder of nicotinamide mononucleotide. So I guess it'd be a good way to get a whole gram. I'm gonna get that and just find a cheaper brand than Niagen. Although that's good. I wonder if you're having good success with Niagen. And I'm sorry, dear. You had a question about the toner, and I missed it. So if you want to just copy and paste it again, then I will pay attention and catch the question. Otherwise, I'll just have to answer it in post. Like I'll make a comment on the replay. Hmm. Water with some yummy drops. I have the electrolyte drops. Message retracted. Oh, Seema, I think you're copying pasting, right? Ooh. It says it was message retracted. Maybe that was you were copying it and pasting it again. Maybe YouTube doesn't let you do that because it's like assuming it's spam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that happens. Try it again. And if it still isn't, then I will answer that, Seema, as soon as possible, as soon as we end this. Which should be soon now. 25 minutes. Any other pressing questions? Or you could type it again, Seema. Sorry. Something about toners. MNN. You know, I cannot wait. What's some good things to do internally to help anyone's skin? Hydrolyzed collagen. If you're vegetarian, that was a cellulite thinned toners close the pores. So why do you apply it before serums? B3 is good for H spots, absolutely. Toners close the pores. That's not the only. Well, this. I don't think they only close pores. Some toners do that are astringent. Like there's some that have alcohol, which is, I don't think people do that anymore. That was like from the 80s, toners. But I think there's also toners like with witch hazel, close the pores, but not all. That's why they call them essence. What do you do about losing weight around the waist? I'm premenopausal. I think you should check out NMN and transresveratrol. I'm telling you, Trisha. Also berberine. So those are the last few videos I want to, like the miracle. Is this a miracle pill? Like berberine. Definitely check out berberine. Google berberine. BERBERINE. Those are. And also watch the last video about the, what did I call it? Is this a reverse aging pill? Because it's doing that with a lot of studies. Reprogramming, not reprogramming your genes, but basically, yeah. So be transported back to your youthful stage in life. NMN, transresveratrol, berberine. People are taking just metformin too. I mean, I wonder about that. Metformin is anti-aging, and you can get it online. You don't have to have a prescription, but that might be allegedly people take if they have type 2 diabetes. But there's a lot of scientists taking it just as for their anti-aging effects. So I don't know. Yeah, so toners, this is just assisting. It's like a serum. Berberine, Patricia. Berberine, BERBERINE. Berberine. I bet you if you just type that in Google, it'll like repopulate it. It's a yellow pill. It's actually a lot of studies that helped with belly fat, but it's also helping your body metabolize a lot of things. It's very good for, it's basically feeding, it's like a prebiotic kind of, how it's feeding the good bacteria in your gut. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that happens because that's what they think it happens right now, especially with berberine. Like, why is berberine working so well? Like, it's comparable to metformin. That's why, if you go dig deep into the science, that apparently works. Toners, yeah. So this is more like, toners don't just, I mean, it depends on what your toner is. But this is, I'm saying, is you spray it on, it's liquid. That's all I mean with the toner. But otherwise, it's more like a spray active. Like it's got active ingredients that you spray on, right? And so it'll absorb in quicker because it's liquid. That's all. Hope that clarifies the toner thing. So it's more just a viscosity because this is more liquid. You put it on and then you can seal it in with something that's thicker like a moisturizer or serum or facial oil. But you just put this on first. You know, it'll absorb in quicker. Hope that helped. Did it? Okay. We're up to 30 minutes. Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Seema, for helping me answer questions. I appreciate it. Namaste, you guys. I hope you have a great day and check out Berberine, Patricia. Berberine. It's just like it sounds. And then NMN, you guys, NMN, and trans resveratrol. Super anti-aging, and check out, I guess, Metformin too. I'm curious about that. Why not? I'm not against it. Okay, bye guys. And if you haven't checked out our goodies, one more plug for our goodies, our small little goodies. These are all the goodies, but you can get smaller packages with smaller amounts. You're welcome, Patricia. They're so cute. I'm very proud of my little babies. Look. All right. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye.